if I can't complete the look with the one eyeshadow palette, oh, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. It grinds my gears. It grinds my gears. Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio, and welcome to the video, y'all. Today, I feel like it's been a minute since we've done a good old-fashioned anti-haul, and there's been a lot of makeup that I feel like's been popping out of the woodwork, so I am kind of feeling like we are due for an anti-haul. Even though we still are in the midst of COVID, I feel like there's been so many complexion drops as well. I mean, I don't know if you guys are really interested in a video like this, but please let me know down below if you're interested in like hacks and tips and tricks on how to keep your makeup on underneath your mask. I've always wanted to film one of these, but I don't know if like it's too late now and it's not really something that you guys find interesting, so just let a girl know. We will have all of the items pop up on screen for you guys, and I will also show them on my iPhone. So the first collection I want to talk about, and a lot of these are like collections. I feel like a lot of makeup brands are doing so many collabs right now, like it's insanely overwhelming. And I don't know about you guys, like to me, I feel like collabs are great, but when they make sense, and there are some collabs on here that I definitely found a bit confusing, so we'll get to that. But the first one up is the Hip.X Hello Kitty collection, and I feel like Hello Kitty has been so overdone in the makeup world, where it's like if you are gonna do a Hello Kitty collection, I feel like you need to come out with something so different, so unique, and I just feel like this collection is very subpar. These are all colors that I've kind of like seen before. There's nothing really like Hello Kitty about them. I'm looking at the collection right now. It's just like a lot of like yellows and pinks. I don't know. It's just not something that I will be going out of my way to purchase. Number one, because I do feel like they could have done something a little bit more interesting with the colors, with the packaging, with all of that. Number two, and I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be surprised that this is up here because, you know, Fenty Beauty is one of my favorite brands. But I also think that it's really great to acknowledge that even though a lot of these brands that I'm mentioning today, I do thoroughly enjoy, there is no physical possible way on earth that I am going to like everything that every single brand drops. You know what I mean? There's no way. It's just physically impossible. Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. You know, if I do mention something that you do love, please know that it's okay to still use it and love it and like it. These are just my humble opinions, and yeah, sometimes, I don't know, I feel like sometimes people get a little bit upset when I talk about products that I don't like, so I just want to remind you guys that it is okay to like things that I don't like. So this one is from Fenty Beauty, and it is the Gloss Balm Dip. The Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs are probably my favorite glosses out there aside to Lunar Beauty. Those are always been my top two gloss picks. However, I just feel like in a pandemic, it's a little bit weird to come out with a product that you're kind of like dunking your finger in and putting on your lips. And also, like, since it is summer, I do feel like if you have a product like that in your purse or just outside, it might melt quickly. I mean, I don't know much about the formulation. I haven't even received it in the mail to like really try it or anything like that, but I just feel like in general, things that I need to stick my finger in, especially now, I don't really see myself wanting to dunk my finger in any lip products in the near future. And that's even including like Fresh Beauty's little lip things that I used to use all the time in my skincare Sundays. The next thing up is the Lizzie McGuire X ColourPop Collection. So I actually did a live testing of this product, of this collection on my Twitch last week. I was able to create a cute look, but I just felt like there was a little bit of the pigment that was lacking, and I'm a huge Lizzie McGuire fan, but again, there wasn't really anything that was like jumping out at me that really made me want this palette. And I even said that on my live. I was kind of like, you know what, guys, like, it's a cute palette and all, but I do feel like the pigment is lacking. So yeah, just based on that alone and like actually using it, this isn't something that I really would recommend or even want to go out of my way to purchase, because of just like the eyeshadow palette not really having the best pigment on some of the colors, which I was really shocked at, because ColourPop, I do feel like, does a really good job with their palettes, with their collections. I usually do like their collections a lot. I know there were a lot of people that really did enjoy the Lizzie McGuire collection. I did really like the blushes, but even the blushes, they felt a lot like what ColourPop has already done. And I do feel like ColourPop in general, the way that they do their collabs, I almost want them to like spice it up or do something a little bit different, because I do feel like it is getting a little bit repetitive with like, okay, here's this collection and there's blush and there's this and those glitter things, the glitterly obsessed. Like, you guys know I like rage about these all the time. I do not understand who the F is buying these. Listen, ColourPop is one of my favorite brands. They're in the top 5. And I just don't understand the glitterly obsessed in every collection. This is the 3rd time a Natasha Denona palette is making it onto my anti-haul. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I just realized this. So we have the Natasha Denona Circo Loco eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. And you guys, I feel like the color scheme is all over the place. Like, what is it? You have gold, then you have blue, then you have turquoise, then there's like orange, then there's like barely any mattes. I'm the type of person where like if I'm buying an eyeshadow palette, I do not want to have to dunk in 5 other palettes to make that eyeshadow palette work. Like this pink shade up top, there are no other colors in this palette. Like, sure, you can mix it with blue or whatever. You can get creative with it, orange. But, like, there's not really any mattes in this palette that I feel like go well enough with the shimmer shades. And I'm a type of bitch where, like, I love my transition shades. I love my matte colors. And matte colors are more important, I feel, in an eyeshadow palette than shimmer ones. Especially when the price is as steep as a Natasha Denona palette. Like, they go for, like, over $100. Like, I have never been able to sit here and justify the price of a Natasha Denona palette. Like, I understand the formula and all that, but like, again, going back to ColourPop, they can make bomb-ass eyeshadow palettes for $12. Why the hell would anybody want to spend over $100 on an eyeshadow palette when we're barely wearing makeup as is? Like, obviously, I'm wearing makeup, it's my job, but the average people out there, they're not wearing makeup nearly as much as they used to. I also would love to know your guys' thoughts on that. Like, does it bother you if an eyeshadow palette doesn't have enough matte shades, if it's too many shimmers? Do you not care? Like, what's your vibe? If I can't complete the look with the one eyeshadow palette, oh, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. It grinds my gears. It grinds my gears. Up next, we have the e.l.f. x Jen Atkin collection. Yeah, you guys, I have to agree with the rest of the internet on this one. It feels incredibly confusing for e.l.f. to collaborate with someone who primarily does hair. e.l.f. is one of my favorite brands. They're really up there for me. Like, you guys know, I've become such an e.l.f. stan in the last couple months, like even in the last 6 months. All of the comments on like Here for the Makeup too, on Trend Mood, everybody is saying, you know, they're really confused. The only thing I feel like that makes sense from this collection is the brow gel that can also dupe as like a little flyaway gel, like a little edge control gel. I feel like that makes sense. I just find it really confusing, especially since Jen has been so open and candid about how much she struggles with makeup. And I do understand that, like, you know, this is a collection for beginners and things like that in general, but I just feel like it should be from someone who's kind of in the makeup community or makeup world. I just was very confused by it. And also I feel like I'm not exactly sure some of the blush shades and the bronzer shades, I don't feel like they would be really able to work on deeper complexions. And again, I mean that in the most respectful way possible. I know Jen is hella inspiring. She's got her 2 hair brands and I think that that's really awesome. Next, we have Hourglass is dropping some new blush sticks, and I gotta say, y'all, I think Samantha Ravindal has spoken on this in the past about not really supporting Hourglass anymore, just because they refuse to expand their shade ranges and be a bit more inclusive. I 100% have to agree with Sam on that aspect of Hourglass. These blush sticks, they're not even out yet. Like, I think they accidentally got leaked, and that was kind of the tea. They're launching April 6th, which is tomorrow, so all right, it's April 5th when I'm filming this. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like Hourglass is another brand. Like, yes, they do have some wonderful products, but their freaking price range is astronomical. I just feel like there are so many drugstore brands and affordable brands out there that have amazing cream blushes like ColourPop, Elf, Milani. We even got Rare Beauty that's got pretty affordable blushes. Next up, we have the Milk Makeup Electric Glossy Lip Plumper. And the reason this is on the list is because, like, straight up, I don't like lip plumpers. I hate the way they make my lips feel. I don't like burning sensations. I don't like any of that. I just am not a huge fan of plumpers in general. And keeping with that theme, I'm going to add to it the new Too Faced lip injections that just dropped on Sephora.com. I think they're part of the new like teddy bear collection that Too Faced has. And yeah, the lip injections like literally almost sent me to the hospital once because of how bad they burnt and like swelled up my lips. Is swelled a word? Swole? Swole, get swole. I don't know. They really made my lips swell. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'd rather get my lips tattooed. All right, we got two more collections here. Keeping on the Too Faced themed, we have the Too Faced Teddy Bear collection. Same old different day, in my humble opinion. Honestly, the colors, I feel like, are things we've seen Too Faced do 1,001 times. There's nothing new or innovative or really unique about this palette in the slightest. And the last collection I want to add is the Tetris X NYX collection. And even though this collection is really cool, I feel like it's insanely overwhelming to have an eyeshadow palette with this many colors in it. And usually when there's eyeshadow palettes that have a lot of colors in it, I don't wind up using them because sometimes the quality could be a little subpar. You know, again, this is just like my thoughts. It's giving me very overwhelming vibes. It's giving me very like Claire's 2.0 vibes. And that is the end of our anti-haul. Mo knows we're done because whenever I say and that is the end of it, you want to go? But you guys, that is the end of our anti-haul, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And leave me a comment down below what you guys think of the items I said, if you agree, if you disagree on anything. What are some items on your anti-haul? I'm very curious. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!